What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I gotta say thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now, as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to create one of the best slasher builds and slasher of today's NBA in NBA 2K23 Next Gen. Now, this build, I'm telling y'all right now, I went ahead and recreated a build of Andrew Wiggins. Now, not only is he one of the best slashers in NBA 2K23, he's also a key player to any defense and offense. Now, with this build, he's going to be able to play as a lockdown, that ball hawking player, and his offensive game is impressive too. Now, look, this build is going to be a big threat when it comes down to attacking the basket, and then when it comes down to being versatile, you can even run the 1, 2, or 3 with this build. And the best thing about it is that you can use this as a key player to any offense or defense, whether that's Pro-Am, 5v5, 3v3, the 2s, the 1s, it does not matter. Now, Andrew Wiggins is one of those players that just goes out and balls. That's all he cares about. And I'm telling y'all, that makes him not only one of the most versatile players in today's NBA, but he's able to play anywhere on the court because of his skills, and he's a key player to any true championship team. Now look, with this build, we will have a lot of potential. It's actually going to come out to be called an inside-out point forward. Now with this build, we're going to be able to get elite contact dunks. Then when it comes down to the attributes, a possibility of a 100 plus driving layup, driving dunk, 3-pointer, ball handle. But look, before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Don't forget to smash that like button, and I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and commented down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from watching today, and I most definitely will hit y'all back with a response. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of this build. So today we're going to be making it out of the small forward position. Now when it comes down to the actual body settings, this plays a huge role with this build. Now for the body settings, I'm going to go with the height of 6'8", 233 for the weight, 7'5" wingspan with the body shape of compact. Now from here, we're going to be all set to go. Let's get started when it comes down to the physicals. Now I'm going to go with the speed of an 82, 75 acceleration, 89 strength, 82 vertical with an 86 stamina. Now do keep in mind the +4 that we do get from the gym rat badge. And look, if you did decide to go with a lower weight, your acceleration does have the potential to reach the numbers of a high 80s or even low 90s. But as far as for the strength and vertical, I'm telling y'all, this matches up pretty evenly with the speed, and the stamina is definitely going to be okay as well. Now take all this into consideration with the fact that we're going to be able to do just about anything on the offensive end. Now from here, let's go ahead and get started with our playmaking. Now I'm going to go with the pass accuracy of an 80, 89 ball handle with a 77 speed with the ball for a total of 22 badges. Now I like ankle breaker and Hall of Fame, hyperdrive. Then for tier 2, I like quick first step as well with bailout and vice grip. Now for tier 3, I'm looking at killer combos, handles for days, and even unpluckable. Now these just happen to be my favorite badges when it comes down to this area. Now I think we have more badges in other areas that are going to be crucial to this build. So let's go ahead and get started with the shooting. Now I'm going to go with the mid-range shot of a 70, 85 3-pointer, 63 free throw for a total of 18 badges. Now for tier 1, I like amped, also space creator and volume shooter, agent 3, green machine, as well as limitless range. Now all these badges taken into consideration, I'm telling y'all, it's only going to make our takeovers a lot better. I'm not going to give y'all any more hints, but if you do decide to go with a higher free throw, I'll go ahead and show y'all an adjustment at the end of this build making. From here, let's go ahead and get started with the finishing. Now I'm going to go with the close shot of a 67, 87 driving layup, 93 driving dunk, 48 here, 29 there, and that gives us a total of 16 badges. Now I do like Giant Slayer and Pro Touch for tier 2, Fearless Finisher, and then when it comes down to tier 3, we're able to get Bully, Limitless Takeoff, Slithery, and Posterizer. Now a small dilemma right here if you want to go with multiple badges out of tier 3. Make your own adjustments to get a higher badge count, or just go ahead and throw the badges that you have earned from the whole season 1, 2, 3, and 4, and even the 4 from my career, and we're definitely going to be able to equip at least 2 of these badges. Now I'm going to leave it like this, and on top of all that, we do get elite contact dunks for the finishing. Let's go ahead and finish it up when it comes down to the defense. Now for the interior, I'm going to go with the 55, 70 perimeter, 78 steal, 75 block with a 70 defensive rebound. Now I did hit certain thresholds in order to still be able to defend, rebound, as well as accept and get some turnovers. Now I like the 14 badges that we did get. I like box out beast with post lockdown. Chase down artist is pretty solid, interceptor and glove. Now remember, all you need to do is throw one badge into your defense, and we're going to be able to get anchor at least on bronze, or if you wanted to, you can go with rebound chaser, but I'm telling y'all, this is going to be the most important badge to go with when it comes down to the defense. Now overall, I think we have pretty solid badges to work with, especially with the abilities of the offense. I don't see any single build that's going to be able to stop this one. Now with the takeovers, look, we get the slashing, the shot creating, sharpshooting, and then the playmaking. Now however you decide to go about this, in order to be the best possible on this build, really just to get that shooting takeover as well as the boost towards our shooting, I would go with ankle breaking shots or limitless range. Now for this build today, just to be more fun, I'm going to go with pull-up precision. Now the second one, you can definitely go ahead and pick any of the 4 takeovers available, but I do think that finishing moves will be the best takeover to pair up with pull-up precision. Now let's go ahead and check out the build to make sure that we made it correctly, and if you did follow every single step, we should be getting the Andrew Wiggins comparison. And as y'all can see, we have created a catfish inside out point forward build in NBA 2K23 on next gen. Now this build is able to defend, finish at the rim, shoot from deep, and even get some of the best playmaking attributes and animations when it comes down to this build. Now look, remember, you get a +5 if you do decide to buy your own boost, a +10 when you activate your takeover towards 2 separate areas, then you get the +4 from running with teammates that do have on-floor general on the Hall of Fame tier, and on top of all that, our attributes gradually go up the better that we play, and vice versa. Now just a few things to take into consideration before we go any further. From here, let's go ahead and check out the badge layout. Now for the finishing, I'm going to go with Pro Touch and Rise Up for tier 1. For tier 2, I like Fearless Finisher. Now for tier 3, Posterizer and Limitless Takeoff. Now this is one of those areas that if you do decide to throw extra badges towards, you're going to be able to get these badges on a higher tier of gold. But as far as for now, I think we look pretty solid for this area with the badges available. Now these tier 1 badges are going to be essential, but my favorite badge out of all of these will be out of tier 2, and that's Gold Fearless Finisher. Now this helps us a lot with finishing at contact at the rim. Now for the shooting, I'm going to go with Amped, Midi Magician, Space Creator, Green Machine, Agent 3 with Limitless Range. Now with all this taken into consideration, I think the shooting and the finishing are probably the 2 best areas on this build. Now when it comes down to the playmaking, we still have solid badges, but look, this is not even the full potential of this build. Now I'm happy that we do get quick first step on Hall of Fame, and we're still able to get killer combos and handles for days all in one. But I think when you add in the fact that we're able to get ankle breakers, shoot from deep, play elite defense, and on top of all that, the physicals are really well balanced to help out on the defensive end, I really don't think that there's going to be one single build that's able to stop this one. Now I know we can all create a 6'9" power forward, but what is the fun in being the same as everybody else? So I'm telling y'all, here is why I like to bring y'all my own versions and own builds. But if you did make it this far into the video, thank you so much for your support. And I just want to say, be sure to thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now the reason why I tell y'all that is because I really just want to welcome y'all into the lifestyle that I live. And that's always going to be for God. But look, before we get out of here, man, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Smash that like button, but don't forget to comment down TG for thank God and where you tuned in from watching today, and I most definitely will get y'all back with a response. But with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.